Hey there, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. I'm really happy that you stopped by. We're going to talk about 2022. Take a little sneak peek in. The Archangels are here, and the grandmothers are here. And I started to record this video, but they were still talking to me. And then the angels threw me some messages, and I got confused as to whether or not they were your messages or mine. I have a Pisces Moon. I wasn't sure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the cards that came out. We're going to shuffle them back in. We're going to start and see what there is. If these come up or not again or not, I don't know. If they resonate, they're yours. I'm a little unsure because I know they're totally mine. So we have here Archangel Zedekiel. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. This is compassion. Have compassion for yourself. Have compassion for others because you're overcoming some kind of a difficulty. You're being lifted up by Archangel Jeremiel. The worst is over now and it is behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So through compassion for yourself and for others for what you did know or you didn't know, just forgive yourself and forgive others. Everybody, I swear, 99.9% of people are doing the best they can. Whether or not you can see that is not that important. It is important that you understand that we're all here to learn and grow, and so to have patience with that. And then we have career transition, Archangel Shamiel. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So for those of you who this resonates with, this is for you. There's a lot happening with me, so it was hard for me to tell. We have clear your space, declutter. Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. This is emotional, this is physical, this is mental, this is spiritual clutter, and sometimes simply clearing a space out and changing the furniture around will change the energy in a room. So if at any time this year you are starting to feel overwhelmed and stressed, first go for a walk if you can, and I'll do that so you can clear the cobwebs off of yourself. And then take a look around. Can you, put out some new throw pillows, change the furniture here, clear a drawer there. These kinds of things can be very beneficial in helping to change and shift the energy. So let's just see what the messages, please, are for Pisces. Done? Okay. You have cycles. You have the moon cycles. Everything moves in divine timing, but Pisces, the tarot card for you is the moon. And you're very, Pisces waters are so deep. It's like the ocean. And the moon affects the tides, right? 70% of the world is water. 70% of humans is water. And so the moon, as it moves, it really affects. And Pisces, you're very tuned into that. So pay attention to that. That's Archangel Haniel. Notice the moon, how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. So you may or may not know this, but I do a weekly moon astrology here on YouTube because my Pisces moon and my Cancer placements, I have so many of those. I am very in tune with the cycles of the moon. I know what's going on in my life. I'm like, what is the moon doing today? So check that out. That might be something that you find that you really enjoy. So we have totally different cards here. So I'm thinking you guys got part of my personal reading there. We have clairvoyance. So clairvoyance says, Archangel Raziel, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Clairvoyance, the ability to see the grandmothers who are always smiling and waving at you. The ability to see your spirit guide team. Clairvoyance is a very cool thing. I'm still working on that. I see a lot of things. I don't see what other people necessarily see, but it takes practice. It's taking really tapping in, and sometimes visualization is part of it. So you have peace. Archangel Shamiel, who showed up before. Archangel Shamiel says peace comes from remembering that only love is real. And so in a way, that is part of the messages, right? Have compassion for yourself, have compassion for others. That only love is real. So allowing for shifts and changes in your life to happen, the releasing and letting go of the anything that bothers you, that you can't do anything about. There are plenty of things we can't do anything about. So when you recognize that people are just doing the best they can, and we love them, and we allow them to be who they are, and we are who we are, that's how you find your balance in your teaching. Your balance in your teaching, your balance and your strength and your courage to move forward. You have teaching and learning. Archangel Zedekiel, keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. If you're someone who likes to do a lot of research or reading or discovering, and you find something new, I feel like this is a year to kind of connect in with the people that are near you that share it. Try to find a community. The North Node is moving in. The North Node is a moon cycle. The North Node is moving into Taurus. Taurus for you would be your third house of communication. So this would be sharing what it is that you're learning through clairvoyance, through things that you're learning and studying with those that are close to you. This is that's communication with those that are close to you, and you have spread your wings. Archangel Ariel, do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect, and you are ready to soar. So if career transition was indeed for you, don't play it small. If there is some kind of a change you're looking to make, go ahead and go for it. Allow yourself to fly. Allow yourself to fly. All right, so we're going to take cards here for health, wealth, and happiness. And then I have clarifiers for those. And then we will finish up with a fortune cookie. I know that was a little disjointed to start. So any of you that are still with me, hey, thanks. Hit the thumbs up. All right. Let's see what we get. And as always, I love it when you guys connect with me. It really means so much. Oh. Ooh, okay. Let's take some clarifiers on that. Overall energy, the High Priestess. You're showing up all over the place. Moon cycles and the High Priestess. Tuning into your intuition, clairvoyance, really listening to the energy around you, tapping in. The grandmothers always show up for you. Ask them for guidance. And I don't know if I mentioned this, the archangels really wanted me to remind everybody that they are there. The angels are there. The archangels, you have guardian angels, right? Everybody comes with at least one. But they can't help you unless you ask. And this is a year the angels really wanted me to put the message out there that we have to be asking for their help and their guidance. You don't need to know their names. You could just simply say, angels, I need help with. Thank you. Please and thank you are really important. So you have the High Priestess, intuition and sacred knowledge. You have learning and teaching. You have clairvoyance. You have, you are developing something really special and important here. There is a serious movement and development. It feels like a spiraling up. Actually, what I'm seeing is spiraling up and spiraling down. So like the deeper you go, the higher you soar kind of energy that you're moving through here. All right. In the area of health, you may be recovering from something. This having compassion for yourself and for others, it also be, slow and steady, right? Allow yourself the time to recover, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, or spiritual, whatever it is that you're recovering from. Give yourself the grace and the space to take it in a way that is easy for you to navigate. I think that you guys got the overcoming obstacles on that first part, right? So the overcoming of the obstacles. And so because you have the 4 of feathers, which would be the 4 of swords, sanctuary and rest, and the 9 of acorns, which would be like the 9 of wands. Again, that's really being kind of stressed and pressured. And so there's a need to to nurture and take care of yourself. Have compassion for yourself. So we have power and perseverance, sanctuary and rest. They're both very nocturnal. Look at that bear sleeping. I'm laughing because I just shared with Aquarius that I was thinking the other day how the bears know how to do it, right? In the fall, they go out and they forage and they eat all the yummy good stuff that they can find, and big as a house, right? And then they sleep through the winter, which I would love to do. And then they wake up bathing suit ready because they've lost all that weight. So there is a need to allow yourself to heal and regenerate. But the 9 of Acorns is this Black Panther, so it's also very nocturnal energy. So are you going to bed on time? Are you getting enough rest? You know, blue screens will stimulate your mind and make it hard to fall asleep, and it will disrupt your sleep. Is there any way you can remove some of the electronics from your bedroom, because they put off energy even when they're not on that can be disruptive to sleep? And so maybe wind down in the evening with a lavender bath or something, and put yourself on a routine, a bedtime routine. Just like it works with kids, it works with adults too. So some of you, you're recovering from a heartache of some sort. We have Hawthorne heart healing. This could, again, be spiritual, mental, physical, or emotional. And there's a need to rest and recuperate. You have nettle, which is receiving. Nettle has thorn. It's thorny, right? It's nettle. Its leaves open and they really can pull in the water, but they also have nice, safe, healthy boundaries to keep everything and everyone away. What's really interesting about nettle, which has nothing to do with any of this, is that they used to use it to make combs to comb out sheep, lamb's wool, or whatever, in order to the fur to make wool, so they could make yarn. Random stuff, I know. Okay, let's see what it says here about nettle. So it's strong. Remember, we have this resilience, this power, and this perseverance going on here. It is very strong. Like a spider waiting on a web, stay alert for the teeniest movement that would signal the arrival of nourishment. Open your arms and heart to receive, keeping the faith that it will come. Nettle's affinity for water. Trust your emotions at this time. Trust your emotions. You're very in tune with them. You're very aware of them. Don't allow people to say, "Oh, you always overreact. You're so emotional." No, emotions are a great way to check the energetic temperature around you. There is strength that comes from being able to control these things, but creating safe, healthy boundaries around them. But at the same time, you get to decide what it is that works for you. So be open and receptive, and to pay attention. I feel like there's a need to really release something that's been very difficult and allow that to pass through and move on. It doesn't need to be part of your story anymore, is what it feels like. So, heart healing. Oh, that is a Pisces statement. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that have been built against it. Okay. So Pisces. I say this with my Pisces moon. Fear of not being worthy of love is kind of a thing. And we may not recognize it as that, We think we're being really helpful. We think we overgive. Pisces overgives. And there is a need to find balance to that. In 2023, Saturn's moving into Pisces. You would do well to get ahead of the game on how to create safe, healthy boundaries for yourself, because Saturn's going to come in and say, oh, no, we're going to work on that really hard. So the more work you do now, the easier it'll be later. Trust me on that. So the heart chakra, this has to do with the heart chakra. So the plant spirit of hawthorn is one of the most potent for healing and opening the energetic heart. The heart is now recognized as a primary organ of perception, creating more electromagnetic energy than the brain. Caring for our hearts, both physically and emotionally, is immeasurable value to our lives. The heart chakra is the very center of our being, the middle ground between the earthly lower chakras and the heavenly upper chakras. The heart is what allows us to rise, to soar above mere survival, pleasures and ego drives, to feel true love for ourselves and for others and for life itself. Although traditionally associated with the color green, the chakra also carries a pink vibration, and the combination and combines with the red root chakra and the white crown chakra. So from root to tip. That's cool. The experience of love is an interesting thing. Well, I can all go with that. Even those who were blessed with a healthy upbringing can still point to painful childhood memories. Such injuries can linger into adulthood, so that we unconsciously reenact relationships from our childhood in a cynical way. Hawthorn is a member of the rose family and has thorns covering its trunks and branches. Okay, wow, I did not know that. So hawthorn has spiky stuff on it, and so does the nettle. There is a need to put a safe, protective boundary around yourself, and at the same time be open to receiving from yourself and from the divine and from those, in balance. There needs to be a balance that goes on here between you and others. Okay. The thorns act as acupuncture needles, gently piercing points of the emotional heart in order to stimulate healing. Doing such work now will allow you to dislodge the blockages so you can start pumping love more freely through your veins. One practical exercise to stimulate heart healing is through self-massage around the chest area. When you come to a sore spot, gently hold pressure and breathe through the discomfort. Yoga and breath work are also beneficial in opening up the heart. Keep in mind that releasing blocked emotions requires nothing less than your willingness to be fully present in your heart. This can be quite painful, but rest assured that any tears you shed now will clear the way for more love in your life. Above all, allow yourself to be vulnerable. You have the opportunity to view your patterns with great clarity so that you can break free from limiting beliefs and assumptions about love. Have no fear, for grandmother, that's fun. For grandmother Hawthorn's medicine is gentle. She will never deliver more truth than you can handle. If you open yourself to her wisdom, you will receive the ultimate reward, a great depth of feeling and higher capacity to love. I will try to find a meditation, a guided meditation, or some meditation music that you can use to help you open the heart chakra. And as a consistent part of your practice, just again, just lay in the bathtub and allow the healing energies. There's a need to open up and allow yourself to be vulnerable without being so leaky that you give yourself away. It is a hard balance. It is a very hard balance, because you are all sitting there thinking, I always give, and I'm sure you do. The question is, do you also receive? And for example, I used to struggle with people would give me a compliment, and I would kind of brushed the compliment aside. I was uncomfortable. I couldn't receive the compliment, which did two things. One, it continued to block the energy of putting things in balance by giving and receiving. And two, it made them uncomfortable, and it wasn't good for them either because they needed to give, right? So by rejecting their compliment, it was hurtful to them because they're trying to balance, whether they know it or not, by giving and receiving. And it was hurting me because whether I knew it or not, I wasn't receiving. And so if nothing else, start with when people pay you a compliment. Boy, I really like your shirt. Thank you. Whatever it is, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. And it was a really hard thing to learn how to do, mostly because I was raised by a mom who thought that it was really important that that I didn't have a big ego. It was really important to her that I was humble. And I was so humble that I didn't think, I had really low self-esteem. And this is something that may be very commonplace for you as well. So take a look at your situation. And you may not even recognize that as what was going on. Let's go on to finances because they're looking really good. You have the Empress. It's a rabbit. Rabbits propagate like crazy, right? Lots of financial opportunity and abundance coming in. It says beauty and abundance. I think you have a lot of opportunities in the arena of finances. Nurture it, grow it. If it's something that you are interested in, I think that's fabulous. I have nothing but great things to say about the Empress. It is the energy of all four of the queens. So that's the Queen of Swords, having clarity and truth and being able to see what needs to be done. It is the energy of the Queen of Wands, who is that creative energy, that spark, that intuition. Let's go for it. Let's get this done. You know, that High Priestess is really coming into play here. You have the Queen of Cups, intuition, nurturing, loving. You have the Queen of Pentacles, who knows what's important, focuses on it, nurtures it, cares it, and makes it grow. That's all Empress energy, and that is in the arena of finances. So you have here the millionaire. To prosper and grow financially, think like a millionaire. It opens the pathway of ideas and inspiration for success. If you're like, I can't think like a millionaire, if that shouldn't be Empress. I am an Empress. And whether you're masculine, identify as masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. We all have this energy within us of the divine masculine and feminine energies. So, I am an Empress. I know how to plant seeds, cultivate them, and grow. I know what needs to be done at any given moment. That's what you tell yourself. I am the millionaire Empress. And whatever I focus on, whatever I put my energy and efforts into, I will reap abundant rewards. You have here Sunshine Daily. Like, these are amazing financial cards. The best financial. You're the last sign I'm doing. And I think that, okay, I did a few a couple weeks ago. But I can't recall another one that was better than this. So you have Sunshine Daily. Payments in all forms via check, EFT, and bank transfers all being processed for you now. Trust in your daily money. Trust that you're going to propagate whatever you're working on like a little bunny rabbit. And there'll be lots of little bunny rabbits rolling around. All right. Happiness. Can we go back to finances? All right. So we have the Tower. But it's in the area of happiness. And that does not mean that your happiness is going to be disrupted. That means there is a major shift, shake-up, change. And if you're willing to adapt, because it's a chameleon, if you can be adaptable to the shifts and the changes that are happening in your life, which looks like they are around the heart area. So it could be a physical heart area, but it feels like an emotional one. And if you're willing to do the shifting, the adjusting, the changing, and taking care of yourself, And remember to stay focused on creating financially, because when there is an arena of our life that's difficult and we focus on something else, that eventually, if you're focusing on what you're lacking, you just have more lack. If you focus on what you're abundant in, then you create abundance in all the arenas. And so it helps to heal. It is a great technique for moving through negative energy. So that is why you will see people who have a breakup, all of a sudden they hit the gym. Why do they want to hit the gym? Well, maybe because they want to get out there and start dating again. But what's really happening is by focusing their energy into this one arena of their life, they're moving the negative energy through their body, and they actually feel better faster. So however that works for you. So I wanted clarifiers. And I see a really nice progression here. I think that you are working through, you're healing something, right? We have this Four of Swords here, this healing energy. I think in the spring you start to feel better because it's a bear. And because of what's happening during Pisces season. There's a lot of astrological things that are happening in Pisces season. So if you're not feeling really great now, I think you're in a holding pattern, because we have the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Acorns. It says determination and stamina, right? We have this power and perseverance and determination and stamina. So there is something that you're overcoming the difficulties, and it's taking a little extra effort to get there. And then we have the Seven of Cups, or the Seven of Shells, choice and ambition. You're going to have multiple opportunities of where to focus your energy. Choose what you want. Pick something to focus on and put the energy and the effort into that, into the creation and the nurturing of something, because you have the Eight of Crystals. Now this could be that teaching and learning. Okay, so it could be that you go back to school to learn a new skill. It may have been that you lost your job, but you go and you learn a new skill, and now look at this. Oh my gosh, now you can command a higher wage, more benefits, or whatever it is you're looking for, because we have the Eight of Crystals, dedication and progress. That's the Eight of Pentacles. It is a bull. Water buffalo, it looks like. Well, maybe it's just a buffalo. Okay, it's a buffalo, but he's walking. He's not standing there. He's walking slowly, steadily, progressively moving towards success. So we go from options and choices to make, choosing what it is, having the stamina to push through whatever this thing that upset you, that hurt, using your intuition, focusing on what you can manifest, and then manifesting the freaking crap out of it. Like, this is a year, I think it has a cumulative effect. And so no matter how you're feeling right this minute, things are moving in the right direction. That was not meant to be a pun, but it sounded like it when I said it. Things are moving in the right direction. Okay. Kind of made me giggle. All right. So there are cycles, right? It's like the cycles. You can't always sit at the top of the wheel. It has to decline. And I feel like you're down here where it rests at the pausing stage, and then it starts coming up. I feel like you're on the upswing. Allow for divine timing on things, but at the same time, you have to do the work. You have to rest. You have to take care of yourself and figure out what it is that brings you joy and happiness, and focus your effort on that. Do not focus your effort on what's not working. Focus it on what is working and make it really work. All right. Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right. Honestly. Chinese fortune cookie card says opportunities. A stranger is about to change your life. Exciting times and plenty of action, plus a special family reunion looks likely, and you have love. Love is in the air. A great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. You know, if you're willing to clear out what doesn't work, whether that is a relationship that doesn't work or an attitude about relationships that doesn't work. If you're willing to have healthy boundaries, boundaries are important, but they need to be healthy. If you're willing to put in the effort on this, you can really manifest with steady progress the way you want to go. Use your intuition, ask for the help and the guidance that you need. Everything's moving in cycles. Everything is moving in divine timing. 2022 is looking really interesting, Pisces. Be sure to check in and let me know how that's going. All right, you guys take really good care of yourselves. And again, come and see me on the weeks. On Mondays, on the moon day, I put out the moon report, the moon astrology, the weekly. So it might be helpful. You might really like it. All right, I will talk to you guys soon. You take good care. And be gentle with yourself. That looks difficult. All right? All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.